All right, the top story that we're getting for you right now is regarding an Indian travel vlogger. Indian travel vlogger Anant Mittal, popularly known as On Road Indian, traveled to China to meet his friend. The simple trip turned into an emotional and physical ordeal after he was detained by Chinese authorities at the Guangzhou airport. Anant has stated that he was detained in China for nearly 15 hours due to comments that he made online about Arunachal Pradesh. In an Instagram post, he described the experience as disturbing and emotionally draining, expressing his sense of helplessness during the detention. He also went on to say that he shouldn't have spoken about Arunachal Pradesh as there is a land dispute going on between India and China. Mittal's detention comes after he posted in solidarity with a woman from Arunachal Pradesh who was also detained in China, with authorities claiming that it made her a Chinese citizen. Now, Anant Mittal has shared his ordeal, emphasizing that he has no political affiliations or malicious intents, and that his work as a vlogger is purely driven by his passion for travel and storytelling. Mittal also shared that he studied in India's northeast for 3 years and he feels a deep emotional connection to the region. In fact, joining us right now is Anant Mittal himself. Anant, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. A very good afternoon to you. Obviously, when we first look at this incident, it comes across as shocking. Detained for 15 hours. Could you help us understand what went through on those 15 hours, Anant?
See, let me introduce myself. I'm Anant. I studied from IIT Guwahati. That's why I'm linked to Northeast area. And as a traveler, I just travel to different countries, exploring, meeting new people, exploring culture, and I share it on my social media platforms. And I can only tell you the incident. I can only tell you what I did and what's my feeling now. This is the decision of the government and the people, what they see, how they think, how they interpret it. So last month I shared one video on my social media platform in a support of whatever happening. And I felt it as a social responsibility that I'm a creator and a lot of people are looking at me. So I should be responsible also to share some things. And that time I forgot to notice one thing that I shared that video on the land of China, which could be dangerous for me. I realize it now. Maybe sharing in India would be different than sharing it on Chinese soil in front of the Chinese official building. Anyway, I did it. And when I came back, I went to China again last week, and that time I realized the consequences, and I did not what to say. I did not let me down there. I just waited for them to release me. I did not say sorry to them or anything. I said, okay, whatever happened. Uh, I want to talk to my embassy. I want to talk to my embassy. Everything I shared on my channel already on my videos. What happened inside? I was not given food, not even water. Even my devices were taken away. Luckily, my iPad was with me, due to which I could record some incidents inside what was there. Even there was more things that I will not share. I cannot share that. I don't want to share that things. I just share what what in some limits. And then when I came back to India, I realized that first things I should delete that video because it can be misused by anyone. We don't know what powers are acting in globally, and I can be an easy target for everyone. Secondly, when I was in China, I was shocked when the officials said me, "You are a YouTuber and you have so many subscribers," and I was like, "How they know? How they already flagged me in advance before reaching there. They already flagged me in advance before reaching there. It means they must be having my phone number, my addresses, my social media accounts. What if someone go behind me after this? Who's gonna protect me?" So after that, I really got scared. I will say directly, I got scared after this incident, not to take stand for my country, but to see what consequences can happen to me, not only me, I have my family also. So I should be worried about other people also. But still, I came back to India. I showed everything on my channel, what I see inside. I'm not scared of showing anything. It's the truth. It's not something I'm creating myself. And then a little bit sad I am because there's no statement from the ministry yet. At least they should at least help me out in this situation. I'm not saying to fight with some country. It's not a good thing. India-China relations are getting better, but they should also protect the sovereignty of their citizens and the country. and that's why it's a little bit saddening also for me, and I don't know what to do next. So I'm just trying to get away from this. That's it.
Absolutely. In fact, Anant, if I could get some details from you regarding this entire incident. Firstly, you were there in China for how long, and you were there to meet a friend, that's what you've mentioned, and they stopped you when you were coming back to
No,
India.
sorry.
Is that it?
No, no, no,
And
no, no, no.
you also mentioned that you were not given food for 26 hours. How did you manage all of that? Was there no help provided at all during the detention?
Okay, I'll tell you the sequence. So I was in China in October. I was there for a month. I explored the whole north region of China because it's Inner Mongolia. It's a very beautiful region, and I explored the south region also. They have some very difficult geographies, and I wanted to see that how they are making cities in such difficult geography. And even if I would like to share, that day I could not leave China within the visa limits, and they even did not do any problem to me. They let me go even one day later without any penalty, without any stamp. Then after that, I even came back to India, China again after 1 month because I needed to cross the country to come back to India as the flights from Mongolia were very expensive. So I took the flight from China. Again, there was no problem in the entry. It was very smooth through land border. And that time I shared that video after coming back to India. Then on I think on 25th or 26th November, I shared that video, and I was already in India on 25th November. And then I went back to China on 15th or 16th December, obviously to travel to meet my friends and to do some shopping. And that day when I reached there, they already flagged my passport. They already stopped me there. They already knew who I am before I reached there. That's the most scariest part for me. That what else could happen now? What if they bugged my phone because my phone was with them for 15 or 20 hours? What if my devices are bugged? But I'm not scared. I've not done anything bad, so I'm not scared even if it's bugged. Just it should not affect my family and my personal life. That's it. And second thing is about when I was there. So yes, the bad thing is that food was not given. Water was given on requesting a lot. Just 1 or 2 times we were given water. Rest was no, 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 we'll not give. Maybe it's their part of their protocol. I don't know, but it was not good anyway. And the main thing is that the Bangladeshi people were given food also, but I was not given food. So that was also very humiliating for me. Like, why me? Why you're targeting me especially?
Okay.
And I was not allowed to talk to embassy, which was a little saddening for me in two ways. One thing is, how would someone know where I am? Who's going to protect me? Second thing is, are they really worried about should we call the Indian embassy or not? So if China India relations are getting better, why did not they involve the embassy? Because if they involve the embassy, they have to give official reason to the embassy why they detained me. So they did not involve the embassy and they got away with nothing. They just said me go back. They did not give me deport stamp also. Because if they give me deport stamp, they again have to write officially why they give me deport stamp. So they got away with and they got away with everything very simply, and like I am the sufferer in the end. I suffered with everything, and after coming back, I'm clueless. Like, what should I do next? Because I'm a traveler. My flights could be connecting through Hong Kong. My flights could be connecting through China. China is becoming a transit hub for flights to Europe, flights to Russia, and Hong Kong is already a hub for transiting. So who's gonna protect me later? Who's gonna protect me for taking stand for my country? People will write comments on internet. That's okay, but that's not gonna help me. People are spreading hate also. There are people of every kind in India. Like, people are supporters, people are haters, but that's not gonna help me. Only the government can help me. And I requested a lot to just help me with this issue. If you can reach out to me, if all the media houses, all the people, all the pages can reach out to me, then I think the authorities can also reach out to me and help me. I'm also preparing to write an apology letter for, no, sorry, I'm also preparing to write a letter to the Indian embassy to help me out, and let's see what happens.
Absolutely. I think, like you mentioned, there seems to be some sort of miscommunication because China doesn't want to give an official reason why they detained you, and hence they must have not contacted the embassy, and the embassy remains unaware of, such an ordeal that Indians have to go through over there. But Anant, like you mentioned at the start of this conversation, you took down that particular video that you thought was troublesome, where the one you uploaded from China. Going forward, you are a travel vlogger. you know, how does it affect your work? Because like you've been mentioning, your flights could go through China, and if this sort of thing keeps happening for you, you're a free speech advocate, you're a travel blogger, you talk about things, you visit places, you obviously have also a deeper connection to the Northeast. So how do you look at this entire issue that's in the end coming up?
So I feel like because of this fear, I feel like many people are not coming in support also, because they feel if we come in support directly on our social media platforms, the people are from travel at a fraternity, or people who are big faces, even politicians. I don't know, but I feel like they also might be feeling, what if we share, what if we face issues, what if our kids face issues when they travel? So if there is so much fear, then who is going to take support in the future? Like it's a situation in which we are facing the psychological pressure. And for traveling, yes, I will be affected. I know, and I have to face that. There is no other solution for that. I have to face that thing. Maybe I need to talk to the both the embassies that this is the situation and this is my stand. This is my point, and let me know what can be the solution. Now, this is the only way. There's no other way.
So
But the
you will
important thing
be
is people will not come in support because of the psychological fear. I feel that personally, and I'm already seeing it.
So you will be writing to the embassies in order to, make sure that this doesn't happen in the future as well?
No, this I cannot guarantee. I can only ask them or request them for the resolution of this thing. In the future,
Right,
it depends on them and it depends on me, how I behave again, what I say again, and how they take India-China relations in future.
right. And before I let you go, Anant, any last comments on this entire issue that you would like to mention to the viewers?
I would like to say that currently all the big countries are tracking you everywhere, what you are doing, what you are not doing through internet. So you should be careful of everything, whatever you are writing, wherever you are writing. It can have consequences now or later, you never know. So internet is being scrapped or watched by big eyes anytime, every time. You're not away from it. YouTube and Instagram does not work in China and Russia does not mean or the other platforms are not working in other countries. For example, WeChat is not working in India or some other. Or overall, governments watch the whole internet, and you have to be careful or whatever you are writing, against whom you are writing, and where are you writing it, your IP, your location. Like I wrote it in China, and I am facing the consequences. So internet is not safe. Internet is getting more and more dangerous these days. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Anant, for joining us on the broadcast and providing us with that version